What up, my friends? How are you doing? It's Wednesday evening, and you know we recently talked about D&D. We're gonna delve a little bit into D&D in terms of things to see. So, first things first. Let me grab the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord, and then we will go from there. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I'm reminded of the time many years ago where I accidentally, instead of sharing the stream link, I accidentally shared my stream key, which anybody could have used to stream on my channel. That was funny. When I realized it, I went, time to delete that, not say anything, reset the stream key, all that stuff. You can easily reset it, right? And so it's just something new. And it wasn't the biggest deal, but it was a pretty big mistake on my part. All right, so link has been shared. It's time for hellos. What up, Jess, Ang, Kenzuki, Fisher, Zircon, Lewis, Sheba, Bubbles, Larry, Tenfor, Teferi, Error. Who else is in here? Yamagoro, Crawfish, Juglum, Nagel, Shelton, Bill, Potts, Roughneck, Stranger. What's up? How you guys doing on this fine Wednesday evening? I got something cool that came through the mail. My buddy Double Strike set up a trade deal for me using one of my OCMs to get me a Techno Historian OC. I don't know, actually, is the camera set up for downwards angle? Oh, it is. It is. Yeah. I got my, hold on, the camera's not, oh, let me focus that up a bit. Let me focus it up a little bit. As I don't make it better. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. So yeah, for my historian collection, now I've got an OCM version, which is, this one's number 84 out of 99. So I got that. And then I've got, how many regular foils do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have a dozen classic foils. Hey! Edward Nagel Super Chat says, just because I love you and your streams, bro. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the super chat and the nice words. I missed you guys yesterday when I wasn't here. So it's nice to be back. Now, where the hell? Oh, it's right here. You can even see it on the camera. I'm looking around for this marker that's right here. What up, Dominic? What's going on, lasagna? All right, hold on. Let me put you up here on the board, Nagel. All right, you are Lord of the Board, big boy. So I've got an OCM. I've got a dozen of the foil historians, and this is how many I've got of the regular. How many is this now? $65 Techno Historians. Bum, bum, bum. Eric, you were close, actually. That's pretty good, buddy. Listening to the sounds and making a guess. You did really well. I got to give you credit for that. What up, Roughneck? What up, Buck? Lasagna, what was so important that I missed a stream? Sometimes life happens, bro. Every once in a while, life happens. So I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. Go get 4 more. I'm gonna get more. Actually, I should be getting a whole big stack of them. And speaking of this, actually, Thompson messaged me earlier today. He comes and hangs out in the live streams too, so some of you may know him. He messaged me earlier today saying that he got a formless foil of the Historian. Now, the formless foil is somewhere in between. Like, this is classic foil, then you got formless foil, then you got OCM. So I've got the rarer Historian, but he's got one that I do not have. Hey, Thompson, what's up, buddy? I was literally, that's funny timing. He showed up just as I'm talking about it, right? So I've got the OCM, I've got the classic, and I've got the non-foil version, but I don't have formless foil. I don't have the formless foil, Thompson. We all know what that means. I have to send the Cocoa Butter Boys to your house to steal it from you so that I can fill out my Historian collection. It is just a common card. This isn't like a rare, a mythic rare or whatever. So there's a reason I have so many of them. It's a common. But there was a, what's it called? There was this box break that they did over on Whatnot. And the way it works is, hey, what up, Baba? How you doing, buddy? Showing up when I'm talking about Wonders. The guy was there at the Wonders event. Okay, so now the Techno Historian goes in this box. Oh, and I guess, you know what, since we're on the subject as well and showing off some of these cards, I may as well show you the other side of it where Carly has, like, I own the art proof for the Techno Historian. This is my character, and I'm writing a background story for this guy. Bum, 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 bum. And Carly has her own character, who is Barnabas, the remains of Barnabas. And I managed to crack an OCM straight out of a pack of hers. You know? Pretty sweet. But can you get a signed one? I was thinking about giving signed ones away at events and stuff. So it's totally possible. It's totally possible. Thompson, you were at the beginning. You didn't say anything. You waited until you heard your name. I see. Larry, just cleaned off your patio table and set up the chairs. Did you set up those patio lanterns, Kim Mitchell? Jess, yes, it's a common. So if you're less impressed, oh well. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? So either way, yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hyped about this. There's only 2 more types of Techno Historians I need to have the entire 5 of set. I've got regular, I've got classic foil, I've got OCM foil, so that leaves formless foil, and that leaves stone foil. But the stone foil, there's only one of in existence. So there's only one copy of the stone foil. So, you know, it'd be pretty wild if I ended up with that. Pretty wild indeed. Jay, get the company to do what Upper Deck is doing with OV rookie cards and insert a certain number hand signed by me. That would, like, do you know how many people that would annoy? They'd be like, where's their signature on this card? And they're like, whose signature it is? And they look it up and just go, oh. Oh, Larry, you went to see Minecraft and there was only 3 other people in the theater? Really? I mean, I guess it's because, you know why? It's Wednesday and you went on like a school day, right? The kids have all already gone too. So there's that as well. Listen, stranger, if I wanted to watch adult movies, I could do that on this stream. I could literally just like be going like this. Oh yeah, slap his butt. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, put that hamburger bun right on his dong, bro. Not a hot dog bun, a hamburger bun. Look at that juicy meat swing. You think that I couldn't do that? You think that I couldn't do that? Not me, Thompson. Oh, well, fair enough. If it's Thompson, then yeah, that's probably why. Dominic Super Chats, how do I get my own character in the game? What would my stats and ability be? Well, your ability would be to annoy me. And the stats would be, he's flatlining. Throw away the paddles. Stat. All right, Dominic, you're the lord of the board, buddy. But to answer your question, there's I'm pretty sure all the art proofs are owned by different people at this point. So you'd need to get in contact with somebody who owned the art proof. Like, the Techno Historian wasn't created for me or with me in mind. The Techno Historian was created like as part of the game, and then once I got involved with the game, the guy who makes the game was like, bro, wouldn't it be cool if you owned the Techno Historian? Would you like to write some lore? Would you like to make some lore for this game? And I said yes. So he's like, okay, I'll get the Techno Historian for you. So he talked to the guy who had it and was like, yo, let me get this off you so I can hook it to this guy. And then they did the same thing for Carly to get the remains of Barnabas. And now we've actually been creating intermingling lore that is... It is a tale about a loss of identity, sacrificing your humanity in an attempt to restore someone else's humanity. We got some cool ideas. Jess, my hair is extra nice, so I should go and take selfies for my future self so I can see I never look this good again. The stream will be up, bro. I don't need a picture to see it. I can come and look at the stream. Baba Super Chat says, get yourself an autographed copy of Loot. No collection is complete without a Magic Historian signature on a Loot card. P.S. He makes sure to avoid the art. Listen, man. Listen. I don't need to be signing more Loot cards. It's already happened too many times, okay? At least Invader's out there working on the art of me kicking Loot straight in the face and knocking his eyes out. He's showed me the work in progress. And it's pretty funny, actually. Loot is getting wrecked, and my face looks goofy as hell. So, it's pretty fun. All right, Baba, you are Lord of the Board. You have kicked Dominic down into the gooder. Larry, you got a youth center in town called Upper Deck? Togo! That's what I was about to say. The upper deck is when you take a dump in the top part of somebody's toilet. I've never done that because it's day class A and I'm a fucking solid guy. But conceptually, it's hilarious. You know? Nagel, you're riding the wave of positivity today. Thumbs up, bro. What up, Forbidden? How you doing? Is the Techno Historian just me when I went through my rave phase back in high school? His body is metal, bro. It's metal. Baba, yeah, it is awesome. Once it's finished, I'll post it in the Discord for people to see. Once it's complete. I have no idea how long the process takes, but he's been sending me updates. At a certain point, I was just kind of like, that's all right. But it's progressed to the point where we're getting somewhere. That's right, 10-4. You heard me correctly, bro. That's a 10-4 breaker 1-9. Clear the line. I gotta describe my dick to your mom, so I need you to get off. No, I need you to get off so she can get off. I gotta describe the fattest vein on my dong to your mother. So I'm gonna need you to clear the line, bro. Alright? Don't hold the line. Clear the line. Because sometimes love is on time. You see what I did there? That's a fucking Toto reference. Whoa. So stupid. So dumb. All right. So, I mentioned D&D at the beginning because, remember I talked about how I don't have D&D books anymore? Well, it turns out the Double Strike does have D&D books, or did have D&D books, but him and his group has gone completely digital. And I like the physical books. Digital books, it's not the same. You know? Ultimately, it's diminished, right? So I've got a tub with some books in it, and I started to pull them out earlier and went, wait a minute, this would be a fun thing to look at on the stream, because I guarantee you there are other enjoyers of D&D who would appreciate having a C, you know? So let's see what we got in here. It's not in any particular order. So we're just going to start from where I started from. So we've got Adventurer's Vault, which is arms and equipment for all character classes. It's a 4th edition book. All right. So I don't know what's going to be what, but that's fun. Arms and equipment. So is there magical equipment and stuff? Oh, yeah. Orb of Farseeing. Ghost chains. All right. Yeah. So we got a bunch of magical gear and stuff like that. D&D can also stand for donuts and danishes. It could also stand for fucking dongs and dick rot, but you know what I mean when I say it. Now here's one of the more interesting ones. Anything that has like monsters in it. Actually, I like the item one too, but monsters are the most exciting stuff, right? So we got Monstrous Manual. This is what edition? 3.5. So we got a 3.5 monster manual with notes. We got their D&D notes. Research, space, death, invade, machinos. Dip, druid, vassalage. What? Moscow archers, St. Petersburg. What? Leningrad? What the fuck? What is all this shit? We just got some blank paper. He just dumped all this D&D stuff on me. Kirk Carter. He's got a strength of 16, dexterity of 23. What the hell? I'm used to 2nd edition, bro. 18 is as high as it can go. 23 is unheard of. What the hell? Dodge, mobility, shit on run. No, that must say shot, but that O is mighty tiny. Gianna, I have no idea. Machino, no clue. He's got a pony, a cart, cold weather outfit, bedroll, blanket, tent, waterskin, daggers, longsword, chain shirt, a G sword, which must be a great sword. We got a guy named Professor. His strength's 8. His intelligence is 21, though. Old school D&D character sheet. What do we got? General Smirnoff. Okay. Cortex. Bibig. Oh, some of these are upside down. He gave you his homework. Hey, listen, man. I got Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln has a strength of 20? And only a charisma of 12. Okay. Charles the Marquis de Chartres. We got... Okay, it looks like a spell list. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess all this can just go off to the side here. So, we got a 3.5 monstrous manual. Habanero. Yep, double strike. Double strike hooked me up with some stuff. Ooh, this one looks nice. What is this? What is this? Player's Handbook. Oh, very, very fancy Player's Handbook for 3.5. That looks good, man. That looks good. All right, then we got graph paper. Oh, look at this. Dungeons and Dragons Expert Rulebook. That's old. That is old. And Dwellers of the Forbidden City module. An adventure for characters level 4 to 7. You ever been fucked by a frog that just came out of a big old portal or some shit, bro? Because that's about to be your future. Somewhere in the heart of the steaming jungle lies the answer to the whispered tales. Rumors of a magnificent city and foul, horrid rituals. Here a brave party might find riches and wonders. Or death. Is your party brave enough to face the terrors of the unknown and find the Forbidden City? Parts of this module were used in 1980 for a major East Coast convention tournament. Information is presented here to reconstruct this exciting tournament, and even more has been given to expanded play. Here, characters may adventure several times in a unique and interesting mini-campaign setting. Included in this module are background and tournament notes, referees' keys, new monsters, pre-generated characters, and 8 different maps. 1981, bro. 1981. Yeah, Forbidden. Of course you're going to like the Forbidden City. That makes sense. Look at these goofs. Look at them. Look at them. Yeah, that's cool, man. There's some random coolness in here. Larry, yeah, before your time? Oh, yeah! Bro, a 2nd edition book. It's got that classic red look to it, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, boy. Sweet. Oh, the memories. This 2nd edition was like my main edition, bro. My main edition. That's fantastic. Habanero 3rd edition monster manuals are sought after, especially number 3 and 4, because they got lots of lore about obscure but interesting monsters. Nice. Nice, bro. That's dope. Alright, what's next? Then we got Monster Manual Rulebook number 3. Is this literally what you're talking about? What edition is this? Which edition is this? Where does it say the editions? This was printed in 2000. Where the hell does it say the edition on it? God, I knew everything about all the 2nd edition books, all of them. I don't even know where it says what edition you're dealing with here. This is 3rd edition? Okay, cool. All right, excellent. Well, I'm glad somebody knows. So, we got... I think I'm going to separate out the monster manuals because they're the most exciting. So, I will put them over here for now. Okay, so we got 2 monster manuals so far. What up, every day? What's after that? Then we've got Manual of the Plains. Cool. Visit new dimensions. The most powerful adventurers know that great rewards and great perils await them beyond the world they call home. From the depths of hell to the heights of Mount Celestia. From the clockwork world of Mechanus to the swirling chaos of Limbo. These strange and terrifying dimensions provide new challenges to adventurers who travel there. Alright. Alright. Oh, you got new magic spells. Ethereal plane, shadow plane. Oh, there's so much in here. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm down with that. Oh, Jess, you have the Psionics 2nd edition handbook? That's awesome. That's awesome. I remember there's some crazy abilities in that. Disintegrate. You can do psychic surgery on yourself. Yeah, that's cool. All right, then what do we got here? Thunder Delve Mountain. That's what I call you, mama. That's me right there. The ancient dwarven kingdom of wonder and fable is no more. Only the tales of its grandeur remain to entertain the children. Or so you thought. Then you met Nimrod. It's really close to Nimrod. Distraught and desperate, you alone can pass the gate sealed so long ago. Within are the layers of bandits, cutthroats, and worse. The evil that destroyed the dwarven home, the halls of paradise, is awakened again. Into this horror ventured the dwarven princess Grona Marblefist to reclaim her kingdom. She, like so many others, has not returned. Now you must face this peril alone. Thunder Delve Mountain is a solitary adventure. Huh. Interesting. So it's for one player. That's pretty funky. That's pretty funky. All right, what's next? What do we got next? We got the Dungeon Master's Guide. I know the second edition Dungeon Master Guide quite well. Quite well. I have that. Actually, I have that secret lair with the Dungeons and Dragons art. I tucked it away in a little cubby, waiting for the right time to check it out. You know. That's sweet. Oh wait, no, that doesn't go over there because that's not a monster manual. That's not a monster manual. Okay, then we got martial power options for fighters, rangers, rogues, and warlords. Want to beef up your warriors? Here you go. Thompson Thunderdelve Mountain looks cool. Hell yeah, buddy. Then we got arcane power options for bards, sorcerers, sword mages, warlocks, and wizards. Are you a wizard? Because that one's for you. And we've got manual of the multiple manuals of the planes. Okay. All right. Got some overlap there. Then we got, what's this fat honk boy? It's got 3 books. We got Monster Manual, Player Handbook, and Dungeon Master's Guide. Does it say what edition they are around here somewhere? Maybe if I slide one out. Jess, you can't find the psionics, but you found the 2nd edition Ninja's Handbook? Nice. Error, this is 4th edition? Alright, cool. Alright, cool. I'm going to leave the Dungeon Master one in here instead of putting it... I'm going to leave the Monster Manual in here. Just because they're all snug in there together right now. That's pretty sweet. That's a nice little book set. Then we got... Miniatures Handbook. So this is about how to paint your miniatures and use them and stuff. I remember... Before I ever played D&D, there were these, like, I was probably 12 at the time, and there was these, like, 16-year-old boys who used to play D&D, and they had built this entire setup under this tree on somebody's lawn. They had, like, dug out the roots and everything, and they played with the little lead figurines, and I thought it was so cool, man. I thought it was so cool. Jess, you have the 2nd edition Player's Handbook as well? Nice. What is this? Revised edition Bessem D20 Anime Role Player's Handbook. What the hell is this? Never heard of this. Oh, what? What is anime? This one could be an interesting read. Error, the Miniatures Handbook is 3.5 rules for the miniature game and has some 3.5 classes. Alright, cool. Then we got The Complete Warrior, a player's guide to combat for all classes. Followed by The Unholy Warrior's Handbook for the D20 system. I don't know if this is something that supplements D&D or is for a different role-playing game. Oh, then we got Monster Manual number 3. This is the same book. It's identical. He must have had multiple of the people just going, here you go. As each person stopped caring about the books and used digital, they just handed them off to somebody else. All the books that have the artistic metal bindings are 3rd edition. All the books that have the more modern font and comic artwork are 4th edition. Okay. Alright, I think I got it. Then we got a Player's Handbook. Which, if it's got the metal stuff, so you're saying this is 3rd edition? 3.5? We got a Dungeon Master's Guide and a Dungeon Master's Guide. I'm ready to supply a whole group, apparently. Oh, shit! Oh my god. Oh my god. Old school Monster Manual, bro. Yes. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Old school monster manual. Yes, I remember this. Oh, I remember this. I remember these drawings. I remember all of this. Oh my god. Hook horrors, lycanthropes, ogres. Oh, bro. Yeah. Sue monsters. Man. Troglodyte. Yes, boy. This is awesome. This is awesome. There's that huge section on dragons of different ages and stuff too, right? Yeah, the different dragon types. Gold dragons. So what's before this? Gem dragon? Where are the gem dragons? Oh, they're categorized by metallic. Then there's the gem dragons. All right. This is awesome. That's so cool. All right, so that goes on the monster manual pile. Then we got Forgotten Realms. Very nice. So this is what? 3rd edition? 4th edition? 3rd? Pretty nice, man. Forgotten Realms campaign setting. Then we've got Knights of the Dinner Table. Cheese. Yeah. Nice copies, man. 3.5 Forgotten Realms. All right, Eric. Thanks, man. We got Player's Handbook number 2. Primal, Arcane, and Divine Heroes. Interesting. Very cool. All right, then we got Player's Handbook with some more paper in there for Shadow Link. Get that out of there. All right, then we got Spell Compendium. Unlock the lore of 1,000 spellcasters. I think I will. And then we got Book of Exalted Deeds. Oh, man, this is awesome. And then we've got Complete Divine, a player's guide to divine magic for all classes. And another Dungeon Master's Guide. So overall, that's the entirety of the book load. 4 monster manuals. 2 copies of the same one. So 3 different monster manuals is more than I was hoping for, especially considering one of them is literally the old school one that I remember from a million years ago, which is amazing. Let's tuck those back down in here. Yeah, that's great. Put them back in there. Protective tub. No Book of Vile Darkness. Shelton, it's spelt vile as in evil, not vile of like an actual vial of darkness, you know? Fisher, you're jealous for the physical copies. Oh, you have scans of all the books. Honestly, I've had the digital D&D books before. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the same. Sitting down with the physical book genuinely has a different vibe to it. And when I came up with the Fantasy Geographic channel, the original plan was to talk about D&D monsters. And now there's not going to be any new magic lore until August. So we got 4 months of no new magic lore coming. So I could go back and I can cover old magic lore. I can cover D&D monsters. I can do both. I could do something completely different. But the D&D stuff is something I wanted to do for a while. But once that lunatic stole all my stuff, it kind of took the wind out of my sails, you know? There's something about just sitting there, flipping through the books. So, and hey, it's another thing to collect. Now I'm gonna start collecting D&D books again and build them up so that I can make some awesome lore. Amonare, if you have the pair Exalted Deeds and Vile Darkness, you have both? Nice. Well, I've got one. Nagel, you remember Baldur's Gate and Diablo 1 definitely influenced by D&D 3rd Rules Edition? I played both of those games, man. I enjoyed both those games. Larry, good thing about physical books is you don't have to worry about the battery reaching 1%. True. True. Fisher, your old books were stolen by shitty choices in friends? That sucks, man. That sucks. Habanero, the philosophy of the two books present are genuinely fascinating. Well, I'll have to get myself a copy of the Book of Vile Darkness. This is a great, like, kick back into having a collection. I had more books than this, honestly. I had a ton of different monster books, especially. So, this definitely helps, but I don't feel like I've been restored to the same level I was before, unfortunately. But that old school monster manual, especially, so dope, man. So dope. I feel like to celebrate this sometime soon, we're gonna need to actually look at the D&D book cover secret layer. Thompson, you bought the Thunderdelve Mountain. You like it solo? Could be a fun weekend study break. I think I could be wrong, but I don't know if solo adventure means that you still need someone to run it. You know, like one person to run it, one person to play it. I'm not 100% sure how that works, actually. But I mean, there's an easy way to find out, right? I literally have a copy of it. Let's see here. Where is it? Okay. How does this work here? Introduction. You can use it as a solo or group adventure. It's primarily designed for solo play. Oh no, it looks like you can play on your own. Yeah. It literally says this has been created to approximate the feeling of playing a game with the Dungeon Master. So it's totally a situation where you can play this on your own. Some of the pages have gotten folded. That's cool, man. That's cool. Forbidden. I had a mentally ill neighbor who went crazy, and part of him going crazy involved stealing a bunch of my stuff. So it's all gone. He's gone. Everything's gone. It is what it is. That's the short version of it. Habanero, yeah, I would expect the Book of Vile Darkness to get into some messed up stuff. And after all, it is like demonic level evil, right? I don't know if you guys could hear that through the mic, but my inside sounded like a robot powering down. Fisher, the 5th edition player's handbook has Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. That's random. That's random. Alex, how long ago was it that I lost my D&D books? That would have been a little over 4 years ago. A little over 4 years ago. Forbidden, yep, it's sweet. It's sweet being able to have a new book collection kickstarted. Now that Kickstarter's the thing, it sounds a bit weird. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have D&D books once again. And it was a win for Double Strike too, because he's just like, we all just use digital books. And this is taking up space. So now here you go. And I was like, sweet, thanks. And then I brought it back to my office and I'm like, now it's going to take up space in my home. On one hand, it's like, damn it. But on the other hand, it's like, hell yeah. Right? Sounded almost like a boat foghorn, man. Yeah, I played so much D&D back in the day. 100%. But originally, when I came up with the idea, like, I called the channel Fantasy Geographic because the idea was to talk about creatures the way that nature videos talk about Earth's creatures, you know? Just delve into what their ecology is like, their mating habits, everything like that. I thought that that might be interesting. So now that I have multiple monster manuals, that actually becomes a much easier reality, you know? Hey, DJ Longhair in the house, what's up? Lord of the Board, me as Super Chat says, I have thus paid tribute. Hope all is well, perps. It is, buddy. It is, and it's nice to see you, the man who is responsible for my awesome intro tune. I hope life has been treating you well, big boy. We're just talking about some Dungeons and Dragons action tonight because I have had the start of a new collection so that I may expand my lore offerings for people. So I'm hoping that if I do D&D lore, that people will find it enjoyable, because the Fantasy Geographic stuff, I like it because it mostly doesn't have the same negative associations that regular Magic does, in terms of there's a lot going wrong with regular Magic. Some of the story stuff they wrote hasn't been that hot, but overall, like, the lore channel is mostly just people enjoying stories, and it's mostly a positive experience, you know? Fisher, you posted the Dungeons and Dragons Gaston artwork in the Discord. All right, fair enough. That's funny. Very random. Very random. Total, what did you miss? Mostly just showing off the D&D stuff. Alex, yeah, I shared the cube video. There is no list. There is no list of my cube available anywhere. I like to keep that secret, actually. The only way you get to know it's in my cube is to experience it. And at one point, I did have a list up of my current cube, mostly from years ago, but that's long gone now. So yeah, and it's changed too. So there's no way to make a copy of my cube. You gotta make your own. You gotta make your own. Forbidden, you never got to play D&D as a kid, but what you did have was several of the self-adventure game books that you flip around and while you play. Never heard of anything like that. Never heard of a single thing. Oh, wait, what's this? What's this? It's almost like I'm holding exactly what you're talking about. Bum, bum, bum! I know everything you're going to say and everything you're going to do, and I'm prepared for it all. All right? All right? Just, nope. I've never sold washers and dryers. I've never owned washers and dryers. I've never had, like much in the way of appliances, bro. What? Long hair. That's rough, man. That's rough. Having your mail stolen. That is rough. Baba, it's definitely fun. You're damn right. You're damn right. Auto Citadel of Chaos was the reason you got into RPGs? Nice. Alex, any recommendations? Yeah, big, powerful effects. Make sure you have lots of removal. Card draw is king. Don't worry about balancing it across all 5 colors. You know? Probably a lot of stuff I said in the video, honestly. Cheese, you sold soap door to door once. It was crazy stuff. Excuse me, madam. I'm here to sell you some soap. I'll give you a demonstration. If you would kindly take off all your clothes and step into the shower, I'm going to lather up your body right now. 10 minutes later, she's like, yo, my tits are clean. Madam, please, for the soap to work, I have to rub in a circular motion until I'm done. I mean, 30 minutes. There's only 20 more minutes to make sure that you are thoroughly clean. DeVoe knows. Jordan, what's up, buddy? Rebecca's membership messages. Wow, how the hell did this happen? Hey, oh, Mike and Carly. Hello, Rebecca. 60 months. That's 5 years. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Thanks for being a member so long. It's nice to see you as well. Long hair. Oh, yeah, collector boxes. Bro, the price on that is wild. Wild, 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 wild. Forbidden, you did door-to-door sales of lawn aerations. Yo, will you pay me to tear holes in your lawn? I'm just going to drill your lawn like I'll drill your wife, okay? So let's go. Let's go. Do you want your lawn to be holy or what? I'm going to aerate your mama's butt cheeks. Jeez, damn, could he use that? It probably would get you pretty far, honestly, depending. I know I could make it work. Fisher, you tested out your Lord of the Ring cube over the weekend. Your play group was so confused about the deck sharing. Yeah, but once you get into it, you know it's awesome. You know it's awesome. There you go, CLR. Make that lawn holy, boy. DJ Longhair, free lawn and wife probing. Jordan, what? Hard to support what was if it truly was what was meant to be. What? What are we talking about? What, people's wives? Is that what's going on? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Aaron's membership message says, I have a lot of 3.5 books. I don't have Book of Exalted Deeds. Kind of jealous. My prize book is a player's handbook signed by Gary Gygax. Oh, that's cool. The guy who made D&D. Having a player's handbook signed by him is pretty baller, man. It's pretty baller. And when I read my Book of Exalted Deeds, it will be even more exalted because you don't have one. So I'll make sure to think, ha ha, fuck error, as I open it, buddy. I'm like, ha, he doesn't have this. I have it, but he doesn't. And then I'm going to eat a fucking grilled cheese directly off of it, bro. Just let the grease sink in and shit and think, look, he would probably treasure this, and here I am using it as a plate. Fuck that guy. Lasagna. People are crazy eating tacos without sauce. I do like sauce on my tacos. I could have them without it, but I do like sauce on my tacos. I'm with you on that one. I know I'm anti-sauce a lot of times, but in particular situations, I become pro-sauce. I'm a saucy boy. DJ Longhair never got into D&D. It's not for everybody. I really loved it. I loved it. I got into D&D before I ever played Magic. It's such an amazing fuel for the imagination. Reading all the different supplements, magic items, fucking monster guides, all of it, it really fired up my imagination. 100%. 100%. Alex, it's got to be red sauce on my tacos, bro. Jordan, big into D&D. Good choice. Good choice. JH, your imagination sucks, so you'd be terrible at it? Not really. If you can play video games and stuff, you don't have to have a massive imagination. You can play it. Yo, can you imagine what it's like to be inside a building with chairs and tables? Oh, goblins are coming in. What do you want to do? I can't imagine what I'll do. Oh, yeah, I know. Stab them. Too late, lasagna. You said any sauce is good. That means you like the man sauce, and everybody knows it. Baba, what the hell? What even is that? I've never even heard of that. JH, you go to Taco Bell? You're right, you have no imagination. That place is a nightmare. That place is a nightmare. Oh, long hair, you like the war games and stuff? I never really cared that much about that stuff. Everyone has different tastes, right? Larry, you got yourself one of those Taco Bell hard and soft kits? Carly noticed that those just hit the grocery store and wants to try them. And I said we would, but I'm hesitant. You know what's funny is the fact that grocery store versions don't taste like the real version of things works in its favor. Because I really don't like Taco Bell. But I'm assuming the Taco Bell kits won't taste like actual Taco Bell. Because almost everything I've ever gotten in the grocery store that's like, restaurants so-and-so never tastes like the stuff they sell in the restaurant. So it might actually be a win. Shelton got home from DMing your Wednesday night table. Well, Wednesday's D&D night here apparently too, bro. JH, nah, man. Even if I had a Taco Bell kit at the fucking grocery store, it's still not going to make me think Taco Bell is good. It's terrible. And it has to have only gotten worse over the decades that I haven't been there. So I can very comfortably say Taco Bell is the worst fast food in Canada, but Arby's in the States is actually worse than Taco Bell. These are facts. These are facts. Lasagna, exactly. Try it once. Try it one time, buddy. Yeah, Larry, the White Castle sliders, whatever, man. Whatever. Not expecting those in the freezer to be any good. Jeep, you don't understand how or why people hate on Arby's? Have you only eaten at Arby's in Canada? Because that was me. If Arby's in America, if you think that's okay, you need fucking brain surgery, bro. Because you are fucking demented. Your brain is completely broken. Arby's in the States is nightmarishly bad. They don't use meat. They use this hardened, sludgy, pure depression as their fucking meat, bro. That is not roast beef. That is roast sadness. It's the worst. It is the worst fast food I've ever had in the entirety of my life. Ryan, Taco Bell's only good after a night. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you're all hammered, sure, and you can't taste anything normally then. Baba will get some at the next shattering. Some of the best tacos out there. All right. All right. Long hair, listen, man. You may have gone back to Taco Bell. I've eaten a Taco Bell once in my life. That was one times too many. And I haven't gone back in the 30 years since. And I won't. I will never eat at a Taco Bell. That's it. And whatever. If it's free, I'll buy you Taco Bell. No. You're starving to death. Taco Bell's the only restaurant. I will die. Like that Demolition Man future where Taco Bell is the only restaurant that exists after the franchise wars. That's it. Fucking check me out of life. I'm done. It's the fucking Hotel California. I'm gonna check out the time whenever I want, man. I'm out. I'm out. Lasagna, exactly. Arby's belongs in hell. Correct. Correct. Rebecca, all right, you're gonna drop that knowledge on Carly? Okay. Okay. Carl's Jr. haven't tried it. Have not tried it. Long hair, man, there's fast food restaurants that I will go to that are not great, but I will go back to them. Like Burger King, for example. I like Burger King. It's not great. McDonald's food is pretty crap. I'll still eat it. You know what I mean? So I'm not above going to a low rent fast food place. It's just Taco Bell will never be that place. Ever. Jordan, Carl's Jr. Yeah, is that not a real restaurant? I mean, I know it's an idiocracy. That's what made me think it was real and want to go to one. Your children are now, your children have been placed into the custody of Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr., fuck you. Like, idiocracy is pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Millmaster with the super chat. You know what's crazy, bro? I was literally just wondering where you were. It just popped into my head, like right as you did that. I was like, we've been here for over an hour. Where the fuck is Millmaster? Like, for real, I was legitimately thinking that. And your super chat popped up like some fucking mind wave shit, bro. The devil be hitting me. Love Whitney. Girl, you gotta stay off the crack, son. You gotta stay off that crack. Carl's Jr. is called Hardee's in part of the U.S. Oh, really? Total, if I had 5 guys, you're not making me fall for that, bro. I even have 1 guy, let alone 5. Like, if I was going to start fucking chugging dong, bro, you think I'm going to start with 5 guys? You got to work up the difficulty chain, man. Like, I only got 2 hands and a mouth. The fuck, 5? What am I supposed to do? This, too? Michael rode the Dixie Show. Hallelujah. Michael has become a whore. You know, like how? Actually, I couldn't even sing. Obviously, I can't sing because you know where you start, right? But if you mean the restaurant 5 guys, yeah, I've had 5 guys. They have peanuts, and I love the free peanuts, bro. I would literally go and get like trays and fill them with peanuts. And then in my takeout bag, I'd dump the tray in there and I'd get a whole bunch of peanuts so that I'd have something to eat on the ride home, trying to be cost effective. Didn't have a lot of money at all. So eating at 5 guys was like, I'd go to Toronto and I'm like, I can eat at like one fast food place while I'm there. And I chose 5 guys a lot of the time because just all those free peanuts, man. Like, I got a shitload of free peanuts. It's like, there's no rules. It just says free peanuts. They don't say, like, you can't take an unreasonable amount of peanuts. Well, I guess, yeah, no, I took a reasonable amount. I didn't take the whole box, you know? Carl's Jr. bought Hardee's years ago in order to expand into breakfast. Hardee's has an excellent breakfast menu as far as fast food goes. Jeep, are you some kind of fast food industry plant? All right? You got a lot of background information about this transition. All right? James says you heard it here first. I like 5 guys because of their peanuts. It does sound... It does sound pretty similar. Pretty similar. Millmaster, your wife's girlfriend got kicked out by her ex-husband, so you guess she's living here now? Wait. Your wife's girlfriend? Like, girlfriend? Is this like my wife's boyfriend thing? Is this one of them weird fetish things that's going on right now? You got another lady living there now, but you don't get to do anything about it, right? Like, she's staying at your place, but if she wakes up to you beating off on her feet, then somehow you're the bad guy. And it's like, I pay the rent here. And this is just the spot that I do it in normally. So if your feet happen to be here, that's your fault. You know, like, I'm going to move my arms, and if you get hit, that's your fault. It's like that. Like, you don't live here. So if I want to crank one out, you're in my cranking room. So it's like fucking Marineland. Stay out of the splash zone, honey. Right? Total says nothing like collecting your nuts from 5 guys. Am I right? Well, as long as it's a reasonable amount, like I was saying, you fill the bag until the bag feels good and hefty in your hands. You're the bag of the nut bag. And it's just a reasonable amount of protein to travel with. You've got the protein from the nut bag that you require to put in your mouth, bro. What's wrong with that? It's nothing questionable about that. She showed up with her son who's in the army, and we all started making drinks to stop her from crying. Wait, so you did crank one out on her feet, and then she brought her son over from the army, and you all cried and drank? That's not how I'd expect it to go, man. Honestly. Carl Sr. made the original restaurant, but bought it at another chain for some reason and named him different because of the East and West Coast. All right. You guys got the fucking fast food history going on. But yeah, no, I actually have had Five Guys burgers and fries. They're not too bad. The burgers are fine. The French fries are fine. They give you a whole bunch of French fries. They make like everything large, just like so much less money of an increase that you'll just feel like an idiot not buying it. It's like, hi, would you like a medium or a large? The large is 4 cents more. You know what I mean? Like, it's always like that. It's like for 4 cents more, you can upgrade to a size. Really? Why would I get the fucking medium then? Also, you only have medium and large, so isn't that really just small and large? Like, you can't fucking start at medium. Words mean shit. Words literally mean something. If you only have fucking medium and large, you don't have medium, dickhead. You have fucking small, right? Mailmaster would be a bit weird because she's staying in your kid's room since she's in college now. I knew it. Now notice, he did not dispute that this room that belonged to his fucking college-bound daughter is the cranking room. Also, wait. You have a college-aged daughter, do you? Somewhere in America? I'm going to be making an American tour. I wonder if your daughter would like to go to Five Guys. Let me show you my nutsack tricks. Who's your new fucking son-in-law? Oh shit, it's Hatcher. Fuck, he's impregnating my daughter. Damn it. I was making those jokes to Double Strike. When we were at the face-to-face event, his daughter was with him. And I was like, how old is she? Like, you know, she's like fucking, I thought she was like close to 30 and I was right. So I was like, how old is she, man? And then I just started making jokes about how he was going to be my dad. And he was not enjoying it. He was not good with the concept. I've done that to a bunch of people over the years. Hilariously enough, I was at the grocery store today and I ran into this old couple that I knew from like 15 years, 20 years ago when I used to go to their breakfast restaurant all the time. And this guy, they were fucking Greek. So his daughter was really cute and had that fucking dope wavy hair, right? Like she was a looker. And so I just like, whenever she came in and stuff, I would ask him like, so your daughter's, she's single, right? Like, she seems nice. And he's just like, you stay away from her. He's totally just like, listen, man, it's fine. We'll be family. We'll have some kids. It'll be great. You're going to love it. And he's just like, basically, I'll take the spatula to your face. Like, it was that level. It was that level of stuff, right? So I ran into them today, and it was funny. DJ Longhair doing a USA tour, treating 21 plus daughters to the discount menu at McDonald's. No. They can treat me to the fast food. I'm going to need the energy to give them babies. Oh, is 21 the age in America? Because I thought it started like 18, bro. Right? So, law's the law. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's 18. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Fisher, nutsack tricks made you again. You got to drink up your nose from laughing. DJ Longhair, I don't need to know exceptions. If there's states that go lower than 18, I don't. So 18 is a perfectly fine cutoff for now I'm your son-in-law. Although I guess it would be illegal to marry all these ladies. I'm your son-in-law in spirit. But yeah, no. 18's the cutoff, son. That's it. 18 and up. That's the deal. We're doing a historical tour. I'm going to show them why they call me the magic historian. I'm going to make my dick disappear. You can't see it, can you? But you can feel its presence right now. Am I right? Am I right? Millmaster hasn't fucking said anything since I brought up that idea because he quickly had to fucking go and like call his daughter and say, "You stay away from the internet, man! Don't you do it! Don't you do it! Who are you dating? Tell me all about him." Oh, he's okay. All right. He's a big hulking basketball player. I'm glad. I hope he plows you with pride. Just don't deal with anybody on the YouTubes. Juggle. All right, fair enough. I get where you're coming from. Change the need to go bust one out on the wife's girlfriend. Oh, that's funny. All right, hold on. Intermission. I gotta top up my beverage. I'll be right back. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. All right, I'm back. I am back. Oh, man. There we go. All right, what's going on? Oh, you guys are still talking about picking up chicks? Picking up ladies. Oh, bro. I am hooked on Balatro right now. That game is its own vibe. I've definitely been digging it. I imagine a bunch of you have played it as well, you know? Weird. What is going on here? Oops. All right, well, looks like the stream's just fine, even if things looked weird to me. Long hair, you missed a sale on Aether Drift? Well, I mean, if you want Aether Drift, bro, that stuff's going to be on sale all the time. It's not a very good set, you know? It's not a very good set. There's not a huge amount of demand for it. Jordan, you like the yellow foils? I think the yellow foils look wonky as hell. Strange looking. What up, Luke? How's it going, man? The most popular card in the entire set is an uncommon. Is it? I haven't paid that much attention to Aether Drift, honestly. Jordan, you hate the set, but you're going to put them in as your swamps in your commander deck. I got yellow lands. Yeah, long hair. That's I always worry about stuff getting lost in the mail, bro. It's always a big concern. Chess, I mean, there are better and worse uses of your time. So it's really up to you if that's something that's going to make you happy. Whatever you and your robo friend want to do, bro. Robo loba ding dong. There it goes again. There it goes again, making a goofy little noise. What is the deal with my random insides today? Oh, I remember in high school, that kind of stuff would actually make me, I was like, oh, people can hear my stomach growling. Oh, it makes me uncomfortable. It's hilarious. It's like, who cares? Who cares? You hear the weird noises. And my body's got an alien in it. What up, fatty? How are the omopaths treating you, buddy? Fisher, your roommate keeps collecting the yellow cards. They're such an eyesore to you. The only yellow cards that I actually have any interest in owning, the only ones, are Sad Loot in a Cage. Sad Loot in a Cage is a sight for sore eyes, regardless of what the treatment is, because the treatment of loot is bad, and that's all that matters. Just, yeah, gas is moving. You know what? It's probably a good guess. I'm drinking the Barks root beer, so it's just a pocket of gas going boop, zoop. You know, the human body is like the internet. It's just a series of tubes. It's a series of tubes. JH, do I watch hockey? No. I don't watch any sports. I've never really cared about sports. Although there was a bizarre period where for like maybe 10 days, maybe less, I don't know. It was a brief window. I was curiously interested in Olympic curling. So I watched Olympic curling a whole bunch in a little burst, and that's it. That's it. I do not care about sports at all, really. Like the what I care about hockey the most, I would say in regards to, is the fact that Tim Hortons has a coffee competition kind of thing going on where you can predict who will score goals in the hockey games, and then based on whether you got it right or not, they will give you in-app points that you can redeem towards stuff. And if you're right for 7 days in a row, they'll give you a free week of tea or coffee. So I got that once, which I thought was pretty sweet. But I pay no attention to who's playing or any of that. I just hit randomize player selection in the app, and then if it's picked any defensive men, I just change them into forwards instead, because forwards feel more likely to score than the defensive line, right? That's it. That's as far as it goes. Just when you put your ears on your cats, their insides are always making weird noises you can't otherwise hear. I mean, makes sense. Their bodies are a series of tubes. Long hair, you might get a gift bundle for Final Fantasy. Everything for Final Fantasy is so expensive, bro. It's so expensive. I'm aiming low. I'm gonna feel fortunate if I can do one Final Fantasy pre-release, and that'll probably be the entirety of my engagement with the product, because the prices have already reached bonkers level for Magic now, where packs of Tarkir are $10 before tax here. And I feel like I blinked my eyes and have morphed into Insano World, you know? And Final Fantasy is just going to kick that into high gear. So I'm just going to be on my level. Looks like more and more it'll need to be Arena where I find that kind of action, you know? That's it. I'm definitely not the only one in that basket. Jordan, you'd like to get some Tarkir, but you just got your new car. So once you own it, it's gonna you gotta reprioritize, right? I feel you. Long hair, you want the new art on the ancient copper dragon and the cactus, but haven't seen anything you want from the set yet. Barely anything's been spoiled from the set. So how can you even know what you really want? Larry, what? A buckaroo is a pastry topped with caramel sauce and a couple scoops of ice cream. That does sound pretty good. Noob, Final Fantasy is about to price you out. It's not a fun precipice to be on, bro. Jeep, the way that customs works isn't they don't, most of the time they don't open it up and check what's in it. Every once in a blue moon they do, but mostly they just go by the declared value on the package. So if you declare above a certain threshold, I believe, like, if it's a gift, then it has to be the equivalent of like $60 or less Canadian. So it'd be like, if you said like what you were sending was $40 American, then they're not gonna charge customs. But if you say that it's $400, they're definitely gonna charge customs. So I would say in the entire time that I've been getting mail like this, there have been 2 things opened across like an 8-year span. So it's not something that happens frequently. Kansuki, yeah, they'll just take it out, man. You try mail and herb, they just straight up take it out of the package and leave a note in there saying, "We took it. Tell whoever sent this not to do that again." That's how it goes. That's how they handle it. JH, go. It's the smuggler's life for me, buddy. Get yourself a copter. Larry, you want to... You're just typing all in capitals. Final Fantasy Commander decks. You want to have... Yeah, I mean, if you want the whole set, the deck boxes, the sleeves, the deck, if you already got the decks coming, why not accessorize, right? Long hair? No, I don't think so. I don't think that you could send anything. I don't think you can send it in any form. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how it's prepared or whatever. Even I think even if it's like sealed in by a corporation and is an official product, I don't think you can even send it under those circumstances. I think the rules are really, really restrictive on that. I don't 100% know, but that's how it seems to be to me, bro. Jess, you're meant to be a chi master, more like a cheese master. Rebecca, going to get some sleep? All right, have a good one. Nice seeing ya. Yeah, man. Things are pretty wild for Magic right now. They're pretty wild. And this is just like this is a new normal that we're moving into, essentially, right? A new reality. A new reality for MTG. Alex, you're saving your money up for the Final Fantasy Secret Layers. Oh, yeah, you hope it doesn't turn out like that one Lord of the Rings Secret Layer. The one with the crappy screenshots from the animated one. They looked like such crap. And didn't they misprint one of the cards, too? Jake, you went to a Chaos Draft last week and they wouldn't let you use your Infinity Pack? Yeah, I'm not surprised, bro. It's supposed to be chaotic. You're just like, man, listen, I went down to this event, this chaos event, and they wouldn't even let me like throw fire ants on people, bro. Like all I wanted to do is release fire ants. What? It's chaotic. I just wanted to hit people's hands with crowbars. Chaos! Infinity sucks. Get your space crap out of here. Jordan, you're not sure how much you want to keep up with what's going on anymore? Can't really be faulted for that. Larry, you want to see them use pixel art for the Final Fantasy Secret Layers? That does feel like an easy choice, right? Emulate the old Super Nintendo days and stuff like that from the earlier Final Fantasies. That's my favorite era of Final Fantasies. It's crazy how good some of those games were compared to a lot of the crap that existed out there. A lot of random garbage. It's the Planet Lands, whatever, man. Go play fucking Star Balls if you want. If you wanna, if you wanna play with stupid planets. It's Magic the Gathering, not Planet the dumb fucking, right? So, have fun with that shit. How about a reverse chaos draft? What's that? Where you just take a bunch of random garbage, glue it into packs, and leave? Alex, you're playing through Final Fantasy V right now? It's goofy. I don't remember Final Fantasy V. I know for a fact I played it, but I don't remember anything about it at all. I have no recollection of it. Like none. Reverse draft is where you draft the deck for your opponent. So you just try and make terrible decks? Jordan, it's hard to be content being fed garbage forever at a high price. There used to be more value in the game just in general. You're not wrong about that. You're definitely not wrong about that. It's more expensive than it has been, and it's less of a value proposition, that's for sure. Things are a lot different than they used to be. Oh, things change. What are you going to do, right? It's unfortunate when it feels like they're changing for the worse, but I suppose that's the way it goes in life. Some things get better, some things worsen. It's just not fun to watch. It's not fun to be a part of an experience firsthand. Jake, you forgot how bad the Lord of the Rings secret layers were? Yeah, they were not. They were not fire. Yeah, Larry, telling me all that, you know what? Reading the characters' names and stuff means nothing. I got nothing in my brain connected to any of it. Heck, could they make a set out of Castlevania? I mean, bro, there's a ton of different Castlevania games. I don't know how deep the lore goes, but how much lore do you even need to have, right? Overall, when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. My gut says there's a ton of Castlevania games, so yes, but if it's all a bunch of empty overlap, then meh. Meh. Jess, we saw a statue of Bigfoot giving the finger. Me and Carly saw that recently. Noob, is Final Fantasy VI fun? Yeah. I loved it. Still do. My favorite Final Fantasy of all time. I really enjoy it. There's an evil Splinter in Final Fantasy V. Like Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Splinter like a piece of wood? Yeah, McGore, you thought Edge of Eternity sounds like Unfinity too? The only difference between Unfinity and Edge of Eternities is that Unfinity didn't take itself seriously. It was just a space carnival goofbag set. Edge of Eternities is going to take itself seriously, but probably about as seriously as Thunder Junction took itself. So it's probably going to be garbage. Edge of Eternities is probably going to be garbage because Wizards learned at Markov Manor and Thunder Junction, oh, we shouldn't be doing this. But it takes them like 2 years. They work like 2 years out. So if Markov Manor and Thunder Junction were like that, then Edge of Eternities was probably designed during the same lazy, tropey, mash in every low-hanging reference we can and go for cheap crap that doesn't really connect with anybody. I mean, that's not how they described it internally, but that's obviously what the process has ended up with, right? So if you look at how empty Markov Manor, Thunder Junction, Aether Drift, all this stuff feels, even Duskmourn, which admittedly had more going on, still felt fairly hollow, you know? Bloomborough was a success. They did a good job fleshing it out, making it feel like a real fucking world, and delivering on the concept. It's not, oh yeah, I guess, you know what, JH, it probably will be Space Balearin. Space Balearin, Space Tezzeret, Space Loot, Space Vraska. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Noob, you're going to try Final Fantasy on the Switch? Nice. Nice. Enjoy, man. Fisher, you're moving on to playing Crisis Core? All right. All right. Lasagna, I don't know, man. I mean, Loot is from a race of spacefaring people or something. So I guess maybe Edge of Eternities is where we're supposed to see bigger versions of Loot or something. Oh, God. Oh, God. Loot is so forced, man. It's forced, empty, corporate agenda. We want our own Baby Yoda, Pikachu, marketable character that we can put across the stuff. Habanero, the Duskmore, the 80s throwback style set with Stranger Things and Ghostbusters themes. Yeah, it was so. They're like, the world was taken over by this demon house forever ago. And so these survivors just try and survive. Okay. And so why are these people in brand new windbreakers and Converse shoes with like ghost busting gear? Shut up. Like in the written stories, you talk about how they're just cobbling together what they can, and that's the concept you gave us. And they're like, but you just got a bunch of people looking brand new and not like they're from this world at all. Where with like, no, listen, it was a world that got swallowed up a long time ago and is stuck in the 80s still. This is stupid. You guys have fucked this up. Hey, Thompson with the super sticker, but with the goofy little controller, man. Ha! He's a little freak. Thanks, buddy. That guy's a little freak, though. Larry, nah, man. Kellen didn't feel forced like Loot. Kellen felt fine in the Wilds of Eldraine story, right? Where it's like, okay, you got Kellen, and he's battling against some witches and stuff. He was fine. They started stapling him on more stuff, right? They went, okay, originally what they were gonna do with Ixalan was have Amalia be the hero, but then their marketing wasn't going the way they wanted, and they needed to backpedal, so they started to fucking just add Kellen into places. So Kellen was fine for Wilds of Eldraine or whatever, because that's where he was supposed to be from. But from that point onwards, they were just like, okay, force him in here, you know? Force him in. So, but Kellen actually had a relevant role in the stories and fucking mattered to a degree, whereas Loot was just created as an end of story marketing plushy. Like there's a difference. There's a difference. Loot serves no purpose. Loot is a fucking MacGuffin. It's not like he's not something with agency that pushes the story forwards. He is something to be fought over and used as an item. Loot could be changed into a fucking random rock that opened portals, and he would be functionally the same. You wouldn't have the same story where it's like Jason Vraska, oh, we're sleeping, and Luke climbs into bed and holds our hands. Oh, it's so sweet. It's just like, bro, we barely have any time for the story. This is not a worthwhile use of it. For real. No, you can't see the spirit dragons. No, you can't see the dragon lords get thrown down. But what we can do is try and go, isn't baby Luke cute? He's 10,000 years old, but he's still a baby, and he's got to lay down with mama and dada. Okay. All right. So, powerful planeswalkers wielding super powerful spells and stuff. No, baby fur baby. Yay be. Habanero after the space helmet set. What do I think it'll have to be for the next set? Well, the next set after is Lorwyn, and from the product shots that I've seen of it and whatever, it looks like it's going to be. It's probably going to be similar to Tarkir in terms of it's actually going to feel like a real Magic set, but they're going to have lightened up any of the darker things or things that they think aren't marketable or are just a bad political idea or whatever. So you'll end up with the elves no longer destroying eye blights because that's discrimination. And the Kithkin won't be mistrustful of outsiders or anything like that anymore because xenophobia. And so all of the definitive things that made the world have unique characteristics to their different particular tribes, those tribes will all have new characteristics applied to them that will probably not be as compelling as the flaws that defined them before. You know, that's most likely what's going to happen. Probably. Fisher, loot is a bad plot device. Correct. Correct. Long hair, yep. He is their baby Yoda, like Hail Mary pass. Juggling, what Care Bears would you like to see as commander cards? That could easily happen. They've done My Little Pony. They did the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. So, kid shows. I'll play the Care Bear stare. JH, a Firefly set. A lot of the stuff they want to do has to tie into things that are relevant now. And that's not relevant now, right? So it seems unlikely. Theoretically, anything's possible right now with the current state of Magic and the crossovers. But there's some that feel more likely and some that feel unlikely. Garbage Pail Kids as a secret lair. That's another possibility, but it falls to be in the unlikely category. Without some kind of resurgence, Wizards does nostalgia mine sometimes, but I don't think that one's coming. Jordan, the Kids Next Door. What even is that? I don't even think I know that one. Elder Scrolls and Castlevania Universes Beyond. Could happen. Jordan, an Adventure Time? Maybe. Maybe. There's a lot of possibility. I don't know. TJ Longhair, you think they'll do more anime IPs? That could happen too. There are many things that they can still pick, and I'm sure it's going to get wackier and more out there as we get further down the road and they run out of, oh, we've already done 4 Marvel sets. Shit, what are we doing next? You know? It's a wild world. All right, well, thanks for coming and hanging out, my friend. It's been nice chilling with you. We will get back together again soon, but for now, the Chainsaw Man cometh. He cometh now.